Hey YouTube, what is going on? So today's YouTube video is something a little bit different. A lot of you guys always enjoy these type of videos, but I figure this one would be telling the truth about my aim. So over the last 3 years, there was a couple videos before as I was in the COD scene where people would question the aim, but especially over the last like 3 years with the rise of Warzone and different streamers and stuff like that, and the way cheating has become, a lot of people just thought, simple double kills in Call of Duty were just sus, and it's just like something that it created this community where they think everybody is cheating and they think everybody has sus aim and stuff like that. So what I want to do in this video is kind of show you my progress over the years as far as how my aim got better and kind of tell you guys how I got better aim, because I'm sure a lot of you guys ask these type of questions when I'm streaming and stuff like that, but it's very hard to like break it down and tell you, the truth about my aim, how I'm able to do what I do and now and over the progress of like the last decade of playing Call of Duty in general. So when I first started playing Call of Duty, it was in Modern Warfare 3. That was like the very first time that I started. I picked up a controller, and mind you, my KD was not the greatest. I had a sub 1 KD. I had around about a 0.71, I think was my KD. All my friends were, just better than me in general. And a lot of things that I'll tell you some things that really helped me early on, especially with Modern Warfare 3 and the way the gunplay was. This isn't like a hashtag ad or anything like that, but I got my first scuff controller when I like the first month of playing Call of Duty. And I actually just dropped a brand new one, links in the description. This is my brand new scuff controller design that just dropped. I use the PS5 controller now, but I had the Xbox 360 controller back in the day, and it just helped me a lot. And as far as like not only just aim, but being able to shoot guys while also drop shotting, jump shotting, and doing a lot of these movements to outplay people. Because to be honest, anybody can get a kill in Call of Duty, but to be able to get those double, triple kills, to go on those 15, 20 streaks, it's not only just the scuff, but there's a lot of different factors that go into that. And then we progressed on to Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 is when my gameplay kind of like, I went from getting a couple of Moabs to like getting a lot of nuclears a lot. And I think that was when it really changed for me, and I became, I think playing competitively helped me a lot. When you play against other good players, it allows you to really hone in on your skills, and you have to like really think about the fundamentals of aiming. Sensitivity was a huge thing. I remember Black Ops 2 had came out, and they gave so much customizations to sensitivity with Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2. It was all very basic, but now they upped the sensitivity. I think you can go pretty high in Black Ops 2, and so that's when I started adjusting it and kind of getting the feel of the controller. The Xbox controller was a little clunky, but I was comfortable with it. And I think my sensitivity back then, I remember I would raise it to about 6.6 because I always try to copy what Scump or Nadeshot and them were doing. And it was important, but sensitivity also changes throughout every Call of Duty. When you progress to like movements of like Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, you get up there with Advanced Warfare, you have to up your sensitivity because the game is just moving so fast. It's all like evolution and progress with Call of Duty. It was all very stationary, and then now it was super advanced, and now we're back to stationary. I think for me, especially when it came to those very fast-paced Call of Duties like Advanced Warfare, like Black Ops 3, what was the proper crosshair positioning, understanding where people are going to be, and also moving around the map, but placing your crosshair where you believe people are going to peek. A lot of the times, Call of Duty is a very reaction-based game. So whether someone creeps up behind you and tries to sneak up on you, whether someone's in front of you and they pop out, or someone's long range, you really have to really think about where you're aiming, where you're gonna do, and that's why proper crosshair positioning eliminates that time from you having to really think about your aim and you just to shooting. So that's one of the things that really helped me through those Call of Duties, was just proper crosshair positioning. And also, I think one of the biggest things for people to get better in Call of Duty or just any game in general is by playing a lot, but also understanding the map. Like it's crazy because when we first dropped into Al Mazrah, you're so used to Warzone 1, knowing the map every which way, knowing the gunplay, but when you drop into that map, the way I felt the very first time, it felt like I knew nothing. I had no idea where to go. I had no idea where to peek. So my gameplay was just 100 times slower. And it's funny because a lot of the people who call out people for cheating were just saying all these streamers were doing bad on land because they were playing Al Mazrah and only getting like 4 or 5 kills. But the reality of it is you don't know the map at all. You don't know where to rotate to. You don't know the hot spots, and you don't know the goods, like where like a lot of the people are going to camp at and are going to gravitate towards. So I think understanding the map is so huge. So I think even if you're in Warzone, you hot drop anywhere. If you play multiplayer, you just know the maps. But now when I drop into Al Mazrah, it's completely different. I land and get like 4 or 5 kills. I know exactly where to rotate to. Getting 20, 30 kills is just easy. But that's just understanding the map. It's not even so much gun skill. But when you understand that map, your aim just becomes 10 times better because you know exactly where to place your crosshairs at. As we move into the later CODs, like Modern Warfare 2019 was the game that really kind of, I felt like I was the best player that I could be. Because one tip that I really learned was just like not getting caught sprinting around the map. So especially in Ground War when it was 32v32 or when Warzone 1, a lot of the times the way a lot of people die is because they get caught sprinting. If you ever watch like a level 1, a level 2 noob, when they enter buildings, when they peek around corners, when they do all that, a lot of times they get caught sprinting, their crosshair is down, and they're just not prepared. So when someone pops out, they just automatically just freak out. And it's huge. Like you may not think like that contributes to aim, but it does, because aiming is all about you being prepared, being calm when you run into a situation, when someone sneaks up on you, when someone's in front of you, when you see a guy far away. It's all about just being calm in the situation and your aim being steady. Are you gonna win every gunfight? Absolutely not. But you give a much better chance when you're not caught sprinting and when you're knowing the map, and when you have your crosshairs on just like different targets where you think people are going to be. And now we progress to the last few years, which has been just absolutely wild, because a lot of people, I've made so many different videos as regards to my aim and maybe like a couple sus clips here and there. With the explosion of Warzone and it being free to play, it opened its audience to such a wide market that so many people who don't understand Call of Duty or who didn't really understand the Call of Duty community, because if you're in the COD community the last decade, you know who's sus and who's not. You can just tell by just over the years. But now you have a lot of these people, brand new people to the game, they think the simplest double kill is sus, or you hitting a sniper shot, or you pre-aiming something where you think a guy's gonna be and he happens to be there. They clip those and run with that so hard. And everything that I talked about is how you can progress to get better. But a lot of people nowadays completely overlook those steps and just automatically think you're sus because they come around the corner and they think you're cheating. I mean, you've heard of the death comms. You probably, if you're in the comment section, you probably got called a cheater because you killed somebody. Just like you sniped somebody. Let me know in the comments if that happened to you. Also, another thing with the emergence of just Warzone in general, you just see like a lot of young talent stand out. Like Biffle was 18 years old when we won the 100K tournament. And age does play a factor in all these facets. There's a reason why Scump retired, TP retired, and stuff like that. These guys like Celium, Simp, who are part of the Atlanta FaZe in the Pro League, they're younger, they're just quicker, just like, and they understand the timings and the way how fast-paced Call of Duty is now compared to what it was in 2007 is totally different, and they just adapt so well to it. And me being 20, I just turned 27, so obviously is my aim as good as it was in Modern Warfare 2019 or when I was 23, 24? Probably not, but it's just more so fine-tuning those things and giving yourself a better chance. But as you get older, obviously, your reaction is going to slow down. You know, Dr. Disrespect is a great example. Don't let me forget Tim the Tap, man. I mean, he's bald. He's done.
Got nothing.
Yeah. Did you lose an AFK fight, Tim?
But overall, guys, aim is something that you have to constantly work on. You can't just take months off and expect to come back and be squad wiping teams like Biff. It's just not going to happen. So I think playing a lot and all the tips that I talked about, this is kind of the truth and how I got good at aim. And hopefully this kind of cleared up some things as far as questions. Does Swagg have sus aim? You know, different things like that. Like, how does he do that? How do these streamers do what they do? It's just all those things put together. So let me know in the comments, guys, especially if you're a young person and you're seeing this video. You definitely have a chance to do what Biffle can do, and with the way gaming is, who knows which direction it's going to take. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's kind of just breaking down the history of my aim in general and how I've progressed, and then addressing like all the people who says I have sus aim and stuff like that. I mean, you can take a look at the setup now.
Eesh.
Obviously, I'm missing a couple things from the setup, but yeah.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys drop a like, hit that subscribe button down below. Let me know in the comments what actually helped your aim in general. I would love to know.